Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got some fighting game news to go through. Ed just got announced. Also, the first DLC character for Tekken 8, which is also an Ed, funny enough. Jujutsu Kaisen showing off gameplay for the final two characters they had to show. My Hero Ultra Rumble unveils the next DLC for Season 3, and it's not the character you were expecting. We got Shinobi Striker scans to go through, and of course, Naruto Storm Connections is added again, this time with some good news, hopefully. All of that and a lot more in today's Around the Bush. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Around the Bush once again, this time for January 19th, 2024. I'm here joined by a couple of mods as always, Ashura and Enderup. How are you guys feeling today?
Pretty good.
Nice.
I'm still recovering from my sickness, but overall, I'm fine.
You down with the sickness?
I don't want to be.
Okay, no, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll talk about all of those news, starting with Storm Connections, obviously. But before we do that, you might have gotten an email if you were a channel member of Glob2, the Globku Live channel. Goodbye, Substreak. True. So basically, this is just step one of making the transition to Twitch and the Globku main channel that I talked about last week. I wasn't really sure, but over the course of, you guys made me think about it. And the more I think about it, the more it seems like the right course of action. I'm not becoming a streamer. I think like the number of streams that I'll do will be like once a week for Around the Bush, and that's it. And I do think that there will be, a few events. And I think events will benefit a lot more from being on the main channel. And if events are on the main channel, maybe memberships should be on the main channel. And I don't want to get money from you guys from memberships on two different places. I will take your Twitch subs and your YouTube membership subs, but that is up to you. You can just choose where you want to watch the streams. The rewards will be very similar to both, okay? Similar, not exactly the same because I can't make it the same. That said, YouTube memberships on the main channel will have a few bonus things that they don't have right now, which will include early access to videos. So yeah, like public videos that are out on YouTube that you get to see. You'll get them a day early. This will especially be the case whenever a game comes out and there's like daily gameplay videos. Like tomorrow's video you'll be able to watch today. Basically, that's it. I was just about to ask where my sub went. So yeah, that's just clarification. Around the Bush will still be here next week. I'm not like moving around the bush over there. Not yet, at the very least. It could happen in the future. But for now, it's just the memberships. I just don't want to take your money from memberships in two different YouTube channels, if that makes sense. With that out of the way, let's talk Naruto Storm Connections. Ladies and gentlemen, the first DLC character has been announced. Hagoromo Otsutsuki will be the first one to come out of 5 DLC characters in this roadmap. And yeah, we know who the characters are because they have leaked. We do not know the order, and we didn't know that Hagoromo was going to be the first, but now here he is, and they have put out a few screenshots of this character and as well as a character description. I fully expect the trailer to drop sometime in the future, but it has to be soon because the character is coming out in January 2024 according to this. You can see, a few of his combos. That's probably like an up combo, neutral finisher. 2 jutsu, they are both ranged. Divine Thunder, just looks like a mini Kirin right there, raining down on top of the opponent. We'll see how fast this is, but could be a good snipe. Truth-seeking Chaos Bullet, a machine gun of bullets just coming out of I don't know, his hand? Is he putting his hand out? Maybe. We'll see. And if you awaken, you get the Sword of Nunoboko. Big range as he expected, and this is a part of his ultimate animation. Now, very interestingly, at the bottom here, the price will be about $5. You get the playable character and a combination secret technique. You also get some bonus stuff, but combination secret technique. So there's going to be a combo ultimate with Hagoromo, and I will guess that it's with Ashura and Indra because that makes the most sense. But we'll have to wait and see. It's kind of cool that they're adding combination secret techniques and not just the character. If that happens for all 5 characters, that will be awesome. That said, yes, no Rasengan. No Rasengan. He's kind of, I think this is like the precursor jutsu to the Shidori. Don't forget, he's got a Rinnegan and a Sharingan. He's more on that side of the family. He had a favorite son, and it was definitely not Ashura. Now, let's get to the exciting part. DLC is cool and all, but this game's not ready for DLC. There's a lot that needs fixing here in this game before we get to talk about DLC. But the big fix is coming with online custom matchmaking. It is scheduled to be implemented soon via an update patch. Now, I do think it is this patch. The patch that releases Hagoromo releases this, and I say that because of this sentence right here. You know, the first character on Storm Connection Season Pass is coming. The legendary Sage of Six Pass joining the battle. The upcoming patch also introduces, so in addition to Hagoromo, it also introduces custom matchmaking for all players. Now, because this is in January, there's only 2 weeks of January left. So this is coming next week, or they are going to do Tuesday patches, and it might come the week after. But I don't remember the last time Bandai did a Tuesday patch. So, was it? Ashura, correct me if I'm wrong. Was JoJo All-Star Battle R a Tuesday patch game or a Monday patch game?
It was it would be the Tuesday, I think, and then the character will come out on Wednesday for early access, and then Friday for everyone else.
Right. Okay, so like patch on a Tuesday and then character on a Wednesday. January ends on a Wednesday, so it could technically happen 2 weeks from now. Dismiss that shit. Get out. So yeah, it could technically happen 2 weeks from now. But next week is probably the most likely if they are doing like a Wednesday patch or a Thursday patch with a character on Friday. Kind of like to do Shinobi Striker, which they are also doing next week, by the way. But that's a conversation for the future. Why would they release 2 Naruto DLC characters on the same day? That's insane. But I think they are doing that. Online custom matchmaking is coming. Now, online custom matchmaking, I think fixes 90% of the game. I think 90% of the community has a problem with this game because this is not at launch. And to be fully transparent with you, this is unacceptable, okay? My take is that it is unacceptable to launch a game like this. I have said this many, many times before. That said, in the long term, people are not going to remember the launch. Or they will, but the game, it won't matter because the game that you can play at that time is not the game that came out at launch. So, with online custom matchmaking coming out, I think 90% of the issues are gone if the lobbies are good. And I think I have good news for you guys, which might make you angry, but the good news is the lobbies are actually, we have a little preview for the lobbies already. So this is Acid Ace on YouTube, Exact, which is, I believe, one of the members that does the Storm Connections mods, or the Storm 4 mods, that like include the Road to Connections mod and Storm 4 Evo. I think Exact is one of those players, and he's the guy that found this, and Acid Ace made a video on it. Basically, this is a modding, okay? This is a mod that unveils like files that are currently in the game. These files are currently in the game, okay? They exist, and they basically just turned it on and tried it out. And it is surprisingly functional. So right here you can see ranked match, casual match, and custom match. This will be the new entry that you'll be able to press. And the number of options on custom match are honestly really good. Versus battle, league, tournament. Okay, so first and foremost, you have those game modes back. Tournament can work a little bit like, and you can like, if you're asking about endless right now, you can set up an endless. It's not called endless, but you can set up an endless. Okay. And it goes beyond that. It's got the good parts of the Demon Slayer lobby system too. So here you go. These two are preparing a match and they're gonna go into it. You have 2 players that are ready to go, and you can just hit Y to spectate. So you'll never take that player slot. We can host tournaments without people having to wait 20 seconds for that timeout, you know, for the other 2 players to go. And it doesn't end there. Like, we have session IDs. That's awesome. So people can just join. And it doesn't end there. There are more options that are really, really cool. For instance, Battle Order. Battle Order can be... Okay, Elite Ace is going to show it at some point. I do want to show you the options there. Okay. Battle Order right there. Side by side, 1 by 1. So this is on League or on Tournament. So you can have 1 match in the lobby, or you can have 2 matches at the same time in the lobby. That's what it means by side by side. Battles take place simultaneously, quickly leading to a winner. Learning about this was disappointing. Easy. We'll talk about it. First, let's show the lobby and what it does, because I think this is exciting. If this is the lobby that we get, this is awesome. This is the best lobby that I've ever seen CC2 do. So that's the good news. We'll talk about whether this was ready to launch or not, and why it's disappointing to find this. But I don't think Storm players should take this as a loss. Elite Ace is really scared about people stealing their footage. I mean, By the way, the mod is out. You can just do this right now. They have released the mod on PC, so you can just unlock this right now. I don't know if it's worth it because, I mean, the lobbies are coming out soon. But if you want to do it, you can do it. Region stuff, people per session, you got all of those options. It's not it. We're not done. We're not done. Battle order, right? So you have player 1 fixed. So this is what I call streamer mode. It's just player 1 just stays on that spot all the time, and everyone plays the streamer. No substitutions means not. I wish it meant no substitution jutsu, but no, it means after a match is done, the 2 players stay right there. There's no other player that takes their spot. Tournament is like winner stays and loser leaves. So they have a lot of different options that they've never had before, and that's really cool. I love the look of these lobbies a lot. And now the big bummer is that I'm not surprised that these files were found in the game. Obviously, I mean, they probably tried to release the game with lobbies. They probably tried to implement them, and then they failed for some reason, so they launched without it. They just hid the option, instead of launching a thing that was broken. So I'm not surprised that the files were in the game. In fact, we found the files in the game back in November. The Storm community just forgot. But we found the files back in November. What is new this week is that they actually enabled those and played games. And it was surprisingly functional. And they are playing like, this is a really bad connection match too, between Elite Ace and this guy. Like, it's super laggy, but the game holds up. All right, you guys ready for the bad news?
Oh, lovely. What bad news have we got?
These guys are playing. Okay, you're watching the perspective of someone playing the video game. Why is this stuff popping up?
Oh God, right.
Spectators can just send emoji mid-match.
No,
They're so annoying.
no,
I didn't see any options. I didn't see any options for disabling them. I hope they are there at the on the final version, because this is not the final version. Okay, let's keep that in mind. This is not the final version. I hope it's there in the final version, because this is so annoying for the players.
We got the Nintendo's assistant Naruto Storm
Nintendo's.
just a big emoji in the front of your screen.
I had to come out.
I mean, the thing is, they're on the bottom.
Rene is here, yeah.
Yeah, I had to come out of unemployment to complain about this shit. What is this? Come on, man.
Yeah, just
Now-
like Fighters Renee, and then Cell just takes up 30% of your screen.
There's a silver lining here, okay? So, like, if I make a tournament, my lobbies are going to be small. I'm telling you that right now. You are not entering my lobby unless you are playing in the set, because I don't want to see this shit in tournament. But let's say a player 2 breaks the rules, Oh, they switched characters. They shouldn't. I'll just start sending angry faces so they know that the match is canceled, You can actually communicate with the players in game. There's a
Angry
silver
face
lining to
means
this.
cancelled. Yeah. This is
True.
crazy. It is because it is very annoying. Like, it is very jarring. Everything. This game is confusing on its own, and then you have a lot of this happening. Oh my god! It covers like 20% of the screen.
It covers quite a lot. I didn't see any options for disabling that, but I hope the final version has them. Now, let's watch a match from the spectator seat, because it also looks different. And that's because you have the emote wheel right there. Look at the size of that shit. It's so big. Why is that so big? You pick the wheel, you pick the emote, and you send it. There's no cooldown, but that emote thing will be there on every tournament. That thing is just there. Just put it above the timer. just move it up. Get it out.
You know what's funny? It is they almost did it.
They almost did it.
So close.
They're so close.
So close.
It's not as bad as Demon Slayer. I do think they learned with Demon Slayer, because with Demon Slayer they launched in the middle of the screen, if you remember that. And then I complained about it and they put it up here. But now this is way bigger than the Demon Slayer thing was.
How much do you think this changes when it actually comes out?
Whoa, what? Like them finding out about this?
Yeah, because
It
this
doesn't
is early build. This is like in the game already. Do you think, because they're taking their time to change stuff?
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So how different will it be at launch is what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that, I think we need to speculate a little bit on why this isn't in the game yet. If it is functional, like people can spectate, people can play, why isn't it in the game yet? Well, if you download the mod right now and play it, your game will crash. your game will crash several times on several different factors. Be it like rematching, be it playing with certain conditions on. These lobbies were not stable. So the mod enabling it would show you that launching with these lobbies they would be completely broken. And my fear here is that there's also bigger issues, like security issues that like would make a tunnel to whoever's playing, security tunnel that would give someone else access to your information or whatever, or desyncs like they had in Demon Slayer. So those bigger issues, if they were present, and they are taking their time to fix it, I would understand why they wouldn't want to launch this stuff with it. That said, it does sound like you could release the game with like a very basic version of this, and avoid 90% of the complaints that you can't invite friends, right? Because you didn't have to make all of this at launch to just avoid that type of criticism. It's awesome that we're gonna get this at all. Like this is really cool. And if it's functional, it's great. But it does feel like a lot of the backlash could have been avoided if you just had a basic version of this. Now, if the issues they faced and the reason why they didn't launch are issues of that nature, I don't think this will change at all because they're working on fixing those issues, like the crashes, the desyncs, the whatever. If it's more of a playtest thing and if those were not issues, then maybe they could change like the emote HUD, the size of these things, and add the option to just hide them. Yeah, that could happen at launch. We'll see. But I don't think it will change that much. No.
I don't think that's something that would come from the team itself. This would be something that comes from testing and external ideas. Because if they implemented this in Demon Slayer and it was already jarring in the first place. Yeah, they changed it, but it was still there. I don't think that
immediately. By the way, upon feedback, immediately, like within a week, I think they really changed it quick.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know if this was something that they got from feedback and then it was too late to change, sure. But I still believe this should have come out anyway. But if it crashes, I guess that might be the reason. But I also don't think. Considering how long it takes for people to fix this stuff, it's crazy to me that they took this long to actually put it in the game. Because this is something that modders fix in minutes, and that's what's crazy.
Well,
to me.
They didn't fix this in minutes. They enabled it, but they didn't fix it. Like the mod is out right now, and you will crash the game. They didn't fix anything. They just enabled the button. Yeah, it was hidden, and they enabled the button. Basically, that's what happened. But yeah, so I feel like the backlash from the Storm community is a bit unwarranted. The backlash of launching without custom matchmaking totally deserved 100%. The backlash of this was already in the game, a bit undeserved, in my opinion, because it's clearly not ready. It was clearly not ready. Maybe now it will be, but it was clearly not ready.
There's a reason why they didn't release it. Like they didn't do this for the sake of being funny. No,
they weren't we like the backlash. We love it. We love it here. Please complain more. We want to hear more complaints. So yeah, it looks like a very complete lobby system, and I'm looking forward to trying it for sure. We'll let you know exactly how good it is in the future. Still a cool feature, almost like Mario Party's emote feature. That's not okay. Mud Puppy, of course you would like that. Of course you would like that. Still on Naruto, but this time we move to Shinobi Striker. Let me get these images on a new tab so we can zoom in and do nasty stuff to them. All right. So Gaara, he's a defense type. That's the first piece of news. The new Gaara DLC, Kid Gaara, or pre-time skip Gaara. I don't know what the official name will be yet. Actually, maybe. Shonen? Okay. Young probably will be the official name. Gaara Young. It is going to be defense type again. So we have 2 defense type Gaaras. Now, the preview of Jutsu is pretty cool. So he's got like this wave of sand for one of his jutsu, and he's got Desert Coffin. So shoots this out, and then probably a second activation to just crush them. Probably deals a ton of damage. We'll see. But the secret jutsu is the crazy part. Because you turn into the Shukaku. You turn into it.
Oh, wait, really?
You become a
cool as
fuck.
fuck.
Whoa, no way,
You
wait.
turn into the Shukaku, dude.
Damn, wait.
That's really fucking cool.
Oh, fuck, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. And
I fucking love this game.
They're probably gonna release it at the same time because it's January too. It's also January.
Yeah.
So they're gonna release this at the same time as Hagoromo and Storm Connections. I've said this many times before the Storm Connections came out. For the first time, we are gonna have 2 Naruto games out and launching DLC at the same time. We'll see how well they coordinate. Frame one, they release it on the same day. Like, god damn it. How do you mess up? How do you mess up so bad? Gara should be out on January 25th. That's my bet for Hagoromo. You know, that whatever day this is coming out, I bet Hagoromo is on the same day, man. Because there's not long left in January. You know, hopefully they are at least a day apart. Hopefully, but even then, like, why not coordinate better, you know? Why not do... I mean, assuming they're both monthly, which they're not, you know? We're not going to get a new Storm Connections character monthly. But we are... And we're not getting a new Shinobi Striker character monthly either. We're getting a character, and then a Jutsu, and then a character, and then a Jutsu. So maybe launch the Storm Connections character now, and then the Shinobi Striker, and then, you know? Anyway.
No.
And still on January 25th, but out of Naruto, we have another update for my hero Ultra Rumble. I stole that segue from Smoke right there. Now, Ultra Rumble is going to have a new DLC, and it's not the character you expected. Now, we talked about leaks last week, and there are 2 leaked characters that we're kind of wondering who's coming first, you know? And here's a curveball from this scan saying... Neither of them are coming first. The new DLC character is fucking Deku. That's the DLC, and we're doing Deku again. Now, this is basically Ultra Rumble introducing Echo characters. Deku is going to have basically the same auto combo. Not sure about the special action. Might be the same special action. He's going to have the same movement speed, same jumps. Everything is the same, except the most important part, which is the quirks. He has 3 brand new quirks, essentially making it maybe a new character or an Echo character. You know, it's not exactly brand new, but it is an Echo character. And I do have a take on this. First of all, this character will be out from the gacha. And that's been received with backlash. Like, I can't believe this new skill set is going to be out on the gacha. But if you treat this as a new character, it's just business as usual. So if you are against new characters being out on the gacha, I get that stance. But if you are not, then this is basically a new character as well. That said, Smoke, welcome to the conversation. You know, Smoke number 1 biking fan joins in. And what do you got for us, Smoke?
Thank you, Loco. Thank you. Very correct assumption. I think further from this scan, some rough translations, we can assume that this is not like, oh, you unlock an alpha skill for Deku or you unlock a beta skill for Deku. You unlock a full quirk set that you can replace all 3 of your quirks. Yeah. No special action.
No special action. So is that confirmed? Is that the special action confirmed that it's going to be the exact same?
Rough translations, because you can see that the scan says alpha, beta, gamma.
Yeah, and there's a special action maybe right there, and it does look like he's carrying.
From the beta.
Oh, that's from the beta too? Okay. All right.
Like, it's like a Kirishima, like, ground pound.
Ground pound. Yeah, I gotcha. So Manchester Smash would be that kind of a ground pound deal. Ground impact range attack, so basically puts up a wall of dirt upon punching the ground. And his alpha is going to be Delaware Smash long distance. Honestly, doesn't look that different from the screenshot, but we'll see it in action later.
On that front, rough translations say that the small text indicates something about aiming, so the projectile's properties will change whether you're aiming.
I fucking hate aiming. Spread. I'm never aiming, so I'm good. No worries.
Yeah, maybe it has some spread without aiming, and then you can just focus it. Or something. Something that I would like to note is that this moveset is very themed. This is entirely shoot style Deku.
Right. Like, except for Alpha, I guess. No, I guess he did that with Gentle, right? That's the Gentle move.
No, that's Air Force, the Deku we have now.
Right.
But he kind of does it. They need an excuse for a range attack. Come on.
Yeah, they do need an excuse for an alpha.
He did it against
I mean, they could make him a melee character like Ida or Kirishima, I guess.
I think they aren't because that's a bit like too far out, and they want to keep it, at least for now, more closely related to the character. Like keep it familiar.
Yeah.
Like maybe at some point we'll get like a new Shigaraki and it's more insane or something like that.
Yeah. And to that point, I do have a big take on that. So, Smoke, if that's it from you, or do you have anything final?
A few other things, like general status of the game.
Okay.
New character. We will be getting a new character. That much is also confirmed mid-season. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling the news for you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
A few weeks back, we looked back on like just going like, oh, they're improving matchmaking on Steam, and I think it all has already trickled down worldwide. Ever since last Christmas, I have seen exactly 0 bots on PC. Like literally 0. I've been counting.
Nice. Sweet. What does the Storm update come out? There's no date yet, but it's January. All right, Smoke, we done?
Do you know this Deku's an endurance type?
Yeah. He will share the type because he's an Echo character. Like it's basically you're gonna pick Deku again, but you're gonna select a new skill sets. That's basically what's happening here.
No, I think what's most likely is that you go into the customized character, like where you put on a skin or something, and then you will have an extra option that's like quirk set.
Yeah, or they have a brand new button on the character select skin to switch between the quirk sets. So we'll see how they implement it. But it's basically, you're not going to get an alpha quirk, a beta quirk, or a gamma quirk. You're going to get the entire set. So you play as Deku A or Deku B.
No mismatching.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Smoke. Good contribution.
No, thank you, Glocko. Thank you, Glocko.
Oh, no problem.
Amazing work.
Oh, that back to you, man. Back to you. With that said, I would be upset about this character right here if it took place of the Season 3 character. But it doesn't. It's bonus. So unlike previous seasons, where Aizawa and Endeavor came out kind of at the start of the season, this one, Deku, is going to come out at the start of the Season 3, but there's also a full DLC character coming out mid-season. We don't know who that DLC character is, but it is confirmed to come out mid-season. All right? We kind of know who it is, but also not really. There's like 2 characters that it might be. We'll see. But yeah, it doesn't take the place of a DLC character. It's bonus. And this is why I love Echo characters so much. We've had this recently with Demon Slayer when the Entertainment District characters came out. And I thought it was so smart. Like, okay, they kept the same auto combos, they kept the same properties on a lot of moves, but then they changed the specials and the ultimate. And that immediately makes it feel like a different playable character. And it allowed them to release 3 characters at once instead of 1 DLC character. And it impacted the game so much more than any DLC character ever did. Until they buffed Susanoo. But with this, I think it's testing the waters. It's seeing how this is received to maybe make more Echo characters in the future. And they don't necessarily replace the DLC characters, but it might be a new model for them to go, we're going to release every season a new character and a new Echo character. Or a new skill set, or whatever they're calling it. And I think that's awesome. Go for it.
If I may,
you may.
There's also another thing really interesting about this, which is now I don't think you will know which Deku you're facing up against.
Yeah.
And this kind of creates something that is usual in other battle royales where you look at a character and you don't necessarily know what they're using, what weapons do they have, how to engage. And in this one, you see a Bakugo, you know what the Bakugo is going to do, right? Right now, if they start changing, if they have different kits for each character, I think it creates sort of an interesting, you have to think about your approach more than you would before you did this. And also, I think this is a cool way of, if I understand it correctly, you're not going to be able to play as 2 Dekus with different sets, right?
Probably not. No.
So that is also another interesting dynamic. But I will say that I think it's going to be harder to balance, because then you can't rely on nerfing or buffing things from the character itself. You need
Right.
to always work on the
like
quirks.
the recent Ida nerf, where his shield or his health, I think it was his shield. His shield went down to 250 from 300, or no, it was his health actually. But so that made the character squishier. If the character had 2 movesets, that would nerf both movesets, right?
Yeah, and that is a weird that is a weird place to be in terms of balancing, you know, your character. But I do like. I think it is interesting. I think it brings something else to the game.
Yeah.
Being gacha, it's just what the game is. Unfortunately, you know, it is what it is.
There are a few things about that gacha that are rub me off the wrong way. I mean, I'm against gacha in general, but the pity system is really aggressive. It's hard, and I've said good things about it at launch, but then I didn't realize it resets on every banner, and then yeah, it's really bad. But to make up for that, you have rental tickets. So I have been able to play all the characters that I don't own for a good amount of time, and that's something that most gachas don't let you do. So that's like its saving grace. That said, because this is a skill set, I'm not sure if this is going to be a rental ticket situation, if they're going to allow you to do that, or if you're actually going to have to get to the moveset.
Yeah, we're getting into weird situations. I agree. Like, and also the currency you get from duplicate items, it is barely usable. I did use it when it came to unlocking the achievement for galleries, because that gives you quite a lot of gallery points. But apart from that, the things you get from duplicates, I don't think you can use them for anything really. Maybe getting. I think you can buy like some skins. You can purchase some skins. You can. I don't know if the auras are available, but yeah, I think it would be something cool for them to, you know, figure out if we could use that currency for something. Right now I have 1,000 of that currency. I don't know what to do with it. It's just there.
Yeah, I thought my guess is more and more characters go into the ticket system, right? So Kirishima better be purchasable with the ticket starting in this patch, and maybe Aizawa too. We'll see. We will see. But thanks for your input there. That is My Hero, which is confirmed to come out Season 3 on January 25th with the new map that we looked at before. The new map is also coming out, so that's also very, very exciting. New map and new character, kind of, but also new character for real. Actually, new quirks is what they're saying. New quirks for Deku, new characters coming out mid-season. And of course, new rewards, new events, new stuff like that. Now, not long after this, exactly a week after this, Jujutsu Kaisen coming out. And Jujutsu Kaisen has just released... I'm done with Scarlet Nexus. Next song. Okay, it's also Scarlet Nexus. Okay. Thank you. Jujutsu Kaisen has been releasing these gameplay snippets for every character, and they finally did them for Yuta as well as Geto. Now, I don't know if this is a kind of training mode because the timer is stopped, but this man is not spending any curse meter here, and that's concern. Look at the damage he's dealing without spending curse meter. What are we doing here? What's going on? So maybe this is just maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something that you can't really judge from this footage, but it does seem like there's a bar here on the left, might be depleting very slowly, and during the duration of this bar, Rika is out and his thing is full and he's dealing damage without spending curse meter. Yuta seems very powerful, is what I'm gonna say. It's the Rika buff. Yeah. It's right there on the left. And today they have released Geto, and Geto doesn't seem to have any big gimmicks. He's kind of straightforward after you figure out that like he attacks with melee and he attacks with curses. That's kind of it. It doesn't seem to have any crazy gimmick like Nanami's timeout or the timing thing. Everyone seems to have a crazy gimmick in this game. And Geto kind of not. He's just like, oh, close range or long range. Don't care. So yeah. Those are the final two characters they needed to... Geto has the free launcher combo extender. Okay. I don't think we know enough about the combo system to call that a Geto gimmick. All right, but cool. Yeah, there's a big combo from melee that launches into the Pillar of Light. This is big damage, retreating damage with the centipedes. This seems strong. But that is Geto and Yuta. The final two characters that we needed gameplay for are finally here. Jujutsu Kaisen coming out February 2nd. Did you see the new scans? For what? Moving on. There's a Haikyuu game, guys. Y'all want to watch the new Haikyuu game?
No,
For JJK? No, I did not. What is it?
I mean, it has Fly High in it, which is a peak OP, but also...
All right.
I got confused when I first saw it because I thought that's what it was referencing.
It's time. This is copyright, right?
Oh, yeah, it's like
Okay, we'll do beats again.
Look at these characters. You love them. They played a sport.
Yay! All right, so far, where's the game, right? So far, it's like, dude.
No, did they not even show the game? Or...
Fucking for real? What
Oh, no, they will.
Oh, okay.
This ball is gameplay. There it is.
Yep, there's the mobile.
There it is. There's the mobile. Yep. Okay. Cool.
This is better than the blue lock. It's kind of a low bar, but
I wanted to play a Haikyuu game, man. I wanted to play a Haikyuu game, but apparently I'm not doing that.
No, you don't get it.
No, I don't get it. Why don't I get it? I deserve to have good things, okay? With that said, it's time for...
And the Game Award goes to Genshin Impact.
We have a new trailer, baby, for Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Let's start with the Celestia trailer, and we go to the specialist on Honkai. Let's do Enderup for this one and Ashura for Genshin. What's up, Enderup? What's up with Honkai?
Good.
What's going on?
hey, well, drip marketing and also slight animation. I just remember that we have a fucking Genshin anime that's supposed to come sometime in this lifetime.
Yeah, where is it?
But I have no idea. But this is something that they've been making. This animation. It's to show off shit about the new world. It's
What's
kind of
this
like
eye
remember
called?
the
Byakugan, the Sharingan, the Rinnegan. What's this eye called?
the gotcha gun.
I agree with that.
That's a good one. Yep. I can see the rate of the pulls.
See the chance. It's 50-50.
So this is drip marketing, basically. It's like, oh,
Yeah, it's kind of
something's coming,
similar
but we
to
don't know
the
what.
if you remember when Genshin did that video on the two harbingers, like Last Signora's funeral, and they showed off like basically every harbinger there. This is kind of that. The Annihilation Gang is what
Okay.
they're called. They
Okay.
summon the little dudes that attack the spaceship in the beginning of the game. So yeah, and they're towards the end. They're very good looking since I don't think Hoyoverse misses much with their
Right, yeah,
designs.
as far as character design is really...
This guy has
They're
a whole ass
specialists,
jello.
man. They're specialists.
I like this girl because this caught me off guard.
Oh, shit.
It's just a fucking
Oh,
puppet.
cool, cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You skipped the best one,
Yeah.
which was the first one. 'cause there was
Correct.
another one there.
Asher,
I missed the
you
first
missed
one?
the best one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn, they started with a banger?
yeah.
I started with the best one according to the entirety of Twitter and Asher.
Wow. That's right after this flower, guys.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we've got Duke Inferno.
Like, oh, fuck
who-
off.
Yeah, he's Duke Inferno. Who's
This is
pissing
not the
out
best
in
one.
In the current
No, this is
event.
the best one.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, well, we've got two types here. We've got the two types right here. And now, Ashura, what's going on? 4.4 Genshin Impact. What's happening here?
It's the Lantern Rite, which is honestly Genshin's true anniversary and not when it released in September.
Ah,
Because Chinese New Year. So
right.
Expect a lot of nice rewards. We've got 3 new skins coming for Xingqiu, Ganyu, and Shenhe. They all look really good.
Okay.
We're getting 2 new characters. We're getting Garming.
You can
or
walk on
Gaming.
water?
Yeah, we got
You're
Gaming.
Ben been able to walk on water.
Yeah,
You got
or-
gaming.
Characters.
For those
Yeah,
that missed a few weeks back, this character is actually called Gaming, by the way. That's the
Yeah.
character's name. It's Gaming.
Yeah, because they didn't bother to space Gar and Ming. So, yeah, he's canonically Gaming. And he likes to plunge attack a lot. And
Cool.
And he'll like drop his little like dragon, and you have to pick it up so you can start plunging again. God, and then you remember the bird that Ganyu and Shenhe's teacher was? Cloud Retainer?
The one talks in third
yes,
person.
Cloud Returner. Yeah. Perfectly. Yeah.
She's now playable.
What?
And yep,
Mhm.
yep, they gave her a human form,
oh, okay.
and she's playable.
Okay, you're hoping to play as the bird.
I wanted to play as the
I heard
bird.
dis-
Yeah.
I heard disappointment in that. Oh, okay, man.
Oh, they made her. They made her a waifu, right? Is that
Yeah.
what they made? Okay. So
Yeah,
let me see.
it's-
Is that her?
Yep, that's her.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, that's
Okay.
it.
Sure. All right. Whatever.
Jiayun.
Yeah, speaking of plunge attack, she makes everyone levitate like Zhao, so everyone can plunge attack,
Yay.
while also being a animal healer. So it's cool thing.
Animal
to have,
healer.
You know,
Okay. Hmm.
Only for
everyone
this.
loves it. So, and because this is the lantern, right? You can pick any of the leeway 4 stars for free, and Garming is one of them.
Picking up gaming.
So you can just get a new one of the new characters for free for just doing the lantern, right?
The fuck is this?
Mar Party ass modes they give us
Yeah.
during Lantern, right? I mean,
They always go crazy with the mini games and the lantern, right?
I can never be mad at Lantern, right? It's always fun.
Like, this is the true anniversary event. It's not September when it came out. Like, they're always so biased with Chinese New Year. I mean, yeah, Chinese company.
Chinese company, yeah.
But, I mean, even with this, it's like, oh, you're kind of controlling a Haley child through that, and then you're doing stuff with that. Like, well, yeah, usual Lantern Race stuff if you've ever been them. You know, good celebration, good time. So, they're always good patches. So, next one, God knows what it'll be. Might be another filler patch, or they might have to do something story related. Who
True.
knows? But
The new area.
We've got Honkai next week
Yeah.
talking about 2.0 and Pentagon.
Oh, yeah, in the meantime, ZZZ as well. Let's not
Oh,
forget
yeah,
that we're gonna
we've
get
got
3
ZZZ.
gachas this from Mihoyo this year. We're gonna have the 3 getting updated. With that said, folks, it is time to jump into the fighting game space. So in the fighting game space, we're gonna start
more
with
of me talking, and
Granblue.
hopefully I don't cough my lungs out.
Fantasy versus Rising has got
Good
its
time, man.
first DLC character out. Lucilius is here. He's out. You can play him right now. So what's up with Lucilius?
He's got so this is a boss character, and via that, all his special moves are kind of really fucking good. However, he has a limiter. All his fucking specials are on the longest cooldown ever humanly conceived, 12 seconds, and increasingly get shorter the more special moves he uses. So it's the blade meter there, that little pink bar under his health bar. He every time he uses a special move, it fills up. He needs to use 10 special moves to fill it to max.
Okay.
And there's like 5 levels to each, and you start at 0. We can go through like levels real quick. At level 0, your cooldowns are 12 seconds for your special moves.
Okay.
At level 1, they become 10. At level 2, you gain a 10% damage increase on special moves. At level 3, it becomes an 8-second cooldown. At level 4, you get a 20% damage increase on special moves. And then level 5 becomes 3-second cooldowns.
Okay, I forgot about all of that already. Cool. So that explains all I've heard on Twitter about this character's hard.
Yeah,
that's,
the
that's what I
cooldown
heard.
management is the hardest part about him. But honestly, you can kind of ignore that because his normals are stupidly fucking good. Like, some things that characters can't punish, he can punish because his normals go that far. Like, even like some raging strike situations where you could probably do like dashing L into far 5L into raging strike. Most characters can't punish that. They don't have a button far enough to do that. Silius doesn't fucking care. He'll do that. Like, he'll just smack you with his far 5L, which is, it feels like half screen. And the specials that he has are very obnoxious. Like, they are extremely good to warrant the long cooldown that they have at the start.
Okay.
But
Cool.
the caveat is really big. Like,
Uh-oh.
for the fact that there is 5 levels, you are never getting to that 5th level practically.
Oh.
Ever.
So it's kind of like a
it
win
takes
condition.
so long. Like, the average level you're probably gonna get him is like 3 at most, because by the time you get to blade level 3, either you're nearly dead or they're nearly dead. So he's really fun. In a bubble, he's a good character.
Okay.
But those cooldowns fucking suck. Like,
Yeah, he's the weakest immediately after round start because that's when he used all his special moves. So it's
Right.
he has nothing to
Round
use
start,
now.
all special moves, and then
Well,
what are we doing?
yeah. But
Good
you
to
can
know.
bet one thing: when 2B comes out, she's gonna be a fucking gorilla. She's gonna be easy to play as hell.
Right.
And then everyone's gonna
Because she's
play.
gonna follow this. Right. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I see what you
she's
mean.
gonna
Do the
be
levels
easy
carry
as shit.
through rounds? Is OP
No.
asking? No.
Nope,
Okay.
we need to build it again after next round.
Nope.
Sheesh.
Like, and even his unique attack where he goes into this stance where he gradually charges his blade level, which doesn't even charge it that much. Then he's got like different attacks with the stance and that slightly levels it. But like, although he has a few ways of getting blade level, you get so little of it. So
Right.
like you can't ramp up fast enough to actually do anything. But because everything else of him is super fucking good, it's hard.
Schrodinger's kind of good, not really neat cat.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Not to be confused with Relink, that's coming out very, very soon.
Yeah.
That is the
Early
the,
access release next
okay.
week.
True,
on
true.
Sunday.
Not next week. Week after, but yeah.
Yeah, 28th, 29th.
28th.
Yeah, 28th, 29th.
You're gonna make me work on a Sunday? Wait, no, 28th is Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. We can't do that.
Oh fuck, is it? Damn, no time. Late January, baby. Let's fucking go.
Oh, late January, man. God damn it. All right. Anyway, let's move on to another fighting game DLC. This one is upcoming, and this one Andrup has been waiting for ages for. But finally, Capcom dropping the trailer for Ed. So this is the story mode trailer for Ed. So, but it's the first time you see the character design in action and some of his moves, but only in cutscenes. No gameplay here, but first impressions, Andrup?
I'm excited. I like. First off, I think every like trailer and little character introduction and story mode has just been really cool because that's all we have to go off from this one. I also think it just looks so much more better than 5. Holy crap!
Yeah, design-wise, I'm not a big fan, but I get the reaction has been overall positive because it's a big upgrade from 5. I still think like he looks lame as hell, but sure,
I love
man.
how he looks later when he's beating up this fucking guy,
Right.
and you see some more of his actual power.
Now, people really want his game plan to kind of remain the same. Can you talk a little bit about that for those that didn't play 5?
Yeah, so in 5, he was a very simple character in the sense that he didn't really have traditional motion to do moves. So his fireball, it was tied to a command normal, so it was like forward medium punch.
Right.
His DP was just 2 punch buttons. His EX DP was 3 punch buttons.
Right.
And even like they did another character with that Falk, which is somewhat related to Ed, but because SF6 is also a simple game, in
Right.
nature,
With modern controls. True.
with modern controls.
He might just be a
It's-
modern control character by default, right?
Yeah, but then it leads to the issue of like how you're gonna
Yeah.
differentiate between.
You still
classic one,
differentiate.
if-
You still have 3 punch buttons on classic, and you don't have that on. You just have 1 light button, 1 medium, 1 heavy. So like, I
But then in a
don't think they need to do much. It's like the difference between the character in classic and modern
definitely
won't be
losing Flicker.
as accentuated as other characters, perhaps because of the lack of motion inputs. But they don't have to give him motion inputs just to justify classic,
Sure.
you know.
But I feel like in a bubble, like if they do keep them the same, like have 2 button DPs, 3 button DPs in classic, people are generally just gonna revert to modern because you're just lowering it while still having the same execution. I mean, yeah, you do.
It
slightly
depends
less
on what
damage.
normal. I don't think so. I think the opposite, because in modern you might lose some good buttons in modern, and like the big advantage of modern is to be able to execute special moves quick without motions. But if Ed doesn't have motions anywhere, maybe a lot of modern players will actually play classic Ed.
Yeah, that's probably true, but I guess that might potentially lead to bad habits, like if they're so used to
for sure. Yeah, right.
the
Whatever.
modern and then they go into classic, which
You think
is sort of
Kimberly
the
hasn't given
same,
me
but
bad
they're not,
habits?
But they're not really.
You
But-
think being able to teleport full screen hasn't been giving me bad habits in Street Fighter 6? Dude, of course. Like, every character gives you bad habits. Of course.
I'm quite excited to see what he's gonna have in his kit. What comes back, what doesn't. But
Yeah.
considering they showed his Psycho Snatcher coming back, which was a really cool move in 5.
Yeah.
I really hope it comes back in here as like a sort of like anti-drive rush thing or something.
Right.
You're not running to me. I'm grabbing you, and now it's my turn. They're probably gonna get rid of Flicker, as Ender said, because that was a
Mash
piano
input.
move. So like sumo hands, back then, or Chun-Li legs back then. They're probably gonna get rid of that.
They removed all of those for 6.
Yeah,
True.
But I'm personally excited for him. I've been really needing a character to come back to 6 for, because 6 has been kind of in this sort of limbo where it's been basically the same game since it came out, and it's already been like 5
One patch
5,
games,
6
man.
months.
One patch games.
Like, yeah. So really, the only thing we have now is just characters coming out, and I feel like for me, Ed's gonna be the one that'll definitely get me back for a good few months, and then we'll see how Akuma comes out.
Right. This is the 3rd out of 4 characters for season 1. Akuma's gonna close it out.
It is kind of weird though, how long it took for Ed to come out.
Yeah, it's coming out in February.
I really hope I don't have to wait till the fucking Capcom Cup, because it's the end of February, man.
It's kind of weird, 'cause I was expecting it December, and then like
You know
Akuma
what?
would be somewhere like February,
Maybe it's quick. Maybe it's like next week we get the gameplay trailer. The following week we get the breakdown and it comes out after.
Oh man.
I
You're speaking my dream.
It could be early February, it could be late February, but
Yeah, true.
But only time will tell.
Only time will tell. And we'll close this out with Tekken, which, they got the usual trailers, the Safina reveal with gameplay. They got the Li Xiaolan reveal with the gameplay. I mean, we know these characters are coming out, and we've seen gameplay. I think we actually have full matches for Li already. They have made also a launch trailer, even though the game comes out next week. But they have a launch trailer too. But the thing we're going to talk about today is the opening movie and DLC announcement. So the opening movie is usually what plays, before you press start to begin. They have released that. And at the end of that trailer, we have finally the DLC announcement. The first playable character is, of course, if you recognize the capoeira moves, Eddie Gordo. Eddie Gordo coming out as the first DLC is such an easy win, right? Easy character to make the first DLC. And 4 DLC characters. In a game like Tekken, which the roster is huge, this is like a drop in a very big bucket. But Eddie Gordo was my main in Tekken 3, so it's kind of a big deal for me if I play the game. But we'll see, maybe.
It's a shame Eddie isn't beating the haircut allegation.
Dude, why? Why? Why does everyone have this haircut now?
Yeah.
Every black character has this haircut now. Well, it's just by default. It's like, oh, sure. They all went to the same barber.
I mean, yeah, sure, you can probably customize him so he doesn't have that, but it's the same reason why people took the piss out of Paul for having his haircut. It's like, why is it like that? First impressions are everything when it comes to character reveals.
I mean, I always think Paul is goofy as fuck hair either way, so it's just kind of like, sure, different goofy hair.
Paul,
Fine.
Yeah, ever since like after Tekken 4,
I mean,
Paul's
it's
always
not
been a
more
joke
goofy
character.
than the Kazamas, right? This hairstyle is also pretty goddamn goofy.
I mean,
we just got used to
you-
it. Paul is a bit more exaggerated, sure. But if you look at Tekken design, it's pretty goofy overall. I think. That's my take.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eddie Gordo coming out first. I think that's cool. And with that, we wrap up around the bush. Now, I do think I have a little bit of an update regarding the member situation. If you weren't here at the start, I have now disabled channel memberships because I'm starting to transition over to Twitch plus Globku main channel live streams. Around the bush will still be live streamed here, but I'm going to enable memberships over on the main channel because I don't want to take your money from 2 different channels. And yes, okay, I can now safely say that memberships are live. If you want to be one of the first to get the membership on the main channel, you can now do it. That said, You don't have to rush. If you are worried about losing your Discord privileges, you're going to have them for 30 days. So until February 19th, you do not need to worry about that. But yeah, memberships are now live over on the main Globku channel. I don't even know what they look like, so let's look at them together, I guess. So if I hit join... Okay, 0.99 Globku Plus. It's still the same thing. You get the loyalty badge, you get the custom emoji, Globku Plus videos, and early access to new videos. So this is the new reward. You will not get this on Twitch, by the way. Early access to new videos you will not get on Twitch. You will get the exclusive videos, but not the early access. Occasionally, new videos will be available first to Globku Plus members. This won't be all the time, but it's occasionally, you know, especially when there's like daily gameplay videos coming out. Tomorrow's video will usually be live a day early for you. The exclusive videos are the premium shows. They're live now. And then $4.99 also has a new reward, which will be available on Twitch too, which is gameplay. Once a month, we'll have a poll and play a game together. So at the end of Around the Bush, we'll just hold a poll over on Discord and play a game. I'm promising once a month. This will probably end up being a bit like bi-weekly at the end of the day. But because I have to make promises here, I'll promise once a month. It will probably be more often, but once a month we'll do it. Why can't you just multi-stream? I will. To Twitch and the main YouTube channel. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to stream to both YouTube channels. I don't think that makes sense. Around the Bush, though, will be live here on Glob 2 for now. Maybe at some point it will transition over to the main channel, or maybe not. So we'll see. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it as we go. But for now, I'm setting up the Twitch and getting it ready for some events because I honestly want to make a Naruto Storm Connections tournament as soon as those lobbies are live. So I'm gonna get set up and ready to pull the trigger on that as soon as they announce a date. Anyway, we made it to the question and answer portion of the show. So Q&A. If you guys got questions, I got them answers. Ask them anywhere. Live chat. If you want to come into voice, do it. If you there's no other options. Just ask questions. I got like 15 minutes and then I gotta run. So
Dream team for Nen Impact.
All right. Let me pull up my roster because I actually haven't thought about this. Damn. Let me pull up my roster.
I thought about mine before you made that video, and then you had all my characters to the 15 character roster. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we share a vision somewhere. Because mine's gone Morale Kite. That was easy for me.
Okay. So the 15 character roster does not include Phaeton. And none of these yellows. Okay, so let's do 15 character roster and then the full character roster. I will do Killua. I'll do Killua, Morel. Killua, Morel. Maybe Bisky. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Nobunaga for the big one. Lock. Nobunaga, Razor, Killua. Let's do that.
That's the only change I would have with the big one. Would change Kite to Machi.
Okay, Machi is
gone moral Machi.
Machi and Shitu are the hot takes of this.
I was like, man, that would be so cool if either of them get it. I'm like,
yeah. True. All right. Connections have crossplay? No, it does not. And Ultra Rumble crossplay, where is it, man? They talked about it for so long. Anyway, but Connections does not have crossplay. Question about the memberships. Do people who still have the Twitch subscription carry over to get access to the full $5 memberships? Carry over. So the rewards on Discord will be the same for the $5 membership and the Twitch subscription. The same. But the thing I cannot give you is early access to videos on YouTube. Because that's on the YouTube side of things. It's not Discord. But everything else, everything I have the power to do on Twitch to make it the same rewards as YouTube, I will. The exact same permissions on Discord. So you'll be able to join chats. You'll be able to read everything. You'll be able to see Around the Bush live, just like you are right now. All that stuff. I'm pretty sure I never stopped my Twitch sub. True. True. Some of you never stopped your Twitch subs. I can't cancel them, so I don't know. I think the way to cancel, I think, would be to email Twitch to rescind partner completely, but even then, I don't think it would cancel the subs. I know it seemed like a dumb thing to do, but I tried to tell everyone, hey, cancel your subs. Still getting like, I don't know, $60 a month. We're doing nothing, pretty much. Stunks. I mean, like, the people who subbed to you on Twitch before you left got to keep their perks after the fact, depending on their longevity. Do you get the same perks on YouTube membership, barring early access? Okay. So, the perks you got from the Twitch subs, those are not going away. That's completely separate from this. You have that role, right? You have the 2-year bush. That doesn't expire until January next year. I'm not touching that role at all. But I'm not doing the same for people that had a streak on this channel, no. I missed last week, so why back to Twitch? Okay. I'll get to live chat in a second. Sorry, I've been neglecting you. But the big goal this year for live streaming is Ultimate Burst. The next Ultimate Burst has to be bigger than the last one. And the easiest upgrade that I can do right now is not live stream it on this channel, but live stream it on main channel plus Twitch, same time. And for that, I need to start building it up again. I'm asking if I still get the gameplay with Glob perk, for example, even though I'm still subbing with Glob Plus. Oh, you get that because you're a 2-year bush. You get that because you're a 2-year bush, yes. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean now. Okay. Let's go to chat. Eddie Marketing. Why is this the best first DLC they could ever release? True. Why can't you just multi-stream? I am. Okay. I guess I answered that. Where can I see the leak for the characters of Naruto Storm connections? I can show you. I'll ask people to close their eyes. You know, I won't spoil audio-wise. So if you're listening to my voice, just listen to my voice. But I can show you like a comment pretty fast that does that. Like there's people that commented here. So stop looking if you don't want to be spoiled on who the DLC characters are for Naruto Storm connections. I can show you. Probably someone commented. I'm trying to find it right now. Good on you for closing your eyes for this long. I'd start being... You can open your eyes, but just not look at the screen. That's also an option. Who?
How about my eyes closed for the entire stream?
The entire stream? That's a wish list. That's not the thing. Aside from the issue, playing that every day. I think I remember, though. I think I might be able to type it out. So... typing that. I think that's true. I think that's a guy. I'm missing one here. And there's also... what's her name? What's the name? I forgot. I remember it. But I'm missing something here. But it's this. It's one of these characters. And it's not this guy. Weirdly enough. That's kind of the leak. I was hoping someone else... And people have typed it out. Well, I saw people answering that question multiple times, but apparently I can't find it now. Hope that answers you. You can open your eyes and look at the stream now. Just close that. I gave you... Oh, wait. The last... Of course... No, I didn't forget any character. That was it. That was the list. The fifth character is Hagoromo, who was announced already. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
And the
where can we
Tempest
see
again.
those leaks? Yeah, exactly. So that's the leak. The new DLC will be Hagoromo. True. Still got my VIP on Twitch. Nicely done. Are we sure that Deku stuff is really the new Season 3 character in Ultra Rumble? From the post on official Twitter, seems like it's a different thing. It is a different thing. It's the character coming out now, or rather like it's new quirks, right? So it's a new moveset for Deku. And it's coming out with Season 3, but there's also a DLC character coming mid-season. So it's bonus. It's bonus stuff. It's on top of it. Do you already have the games in mind for Ultimate Burst? No. There are a lot of questions in my mind right now. There are questions like, is JJK a good game? Right? Does JJK have spectator? Can we like actually host tournaments with JJK? Naruto Storm connections. Let's see how that evolves. Now that like custom lobbies are coming out, like how's the competitive scene? But it's also a question mark. But it's probably like the safest bet is that Naruto Storm connections will be there, right? We have the Dragon Ball FighterZ question once again because rollback is coming. We don't know when. So that's another big question mark. So right now it's nothing but question marks for me. I don't have a fourth game even. So that's the biggest question mark at this point. It's not Ultra Rumble, I'll tell you that, but it would be cool if they had custom lobbies. I would totally have an Ultra Rumble thing. But apparently not. Anyway, question is, can we spectate JJK? True. Yeah, that's it. That's the question. That's definitely the question right there. All right. And with that, sounds like you guys are done with questions, which means I'm done with the answers. Thank you so much for watching, folks. It's been a pleasure, and we'll be back next week for another Around the Bush. Will be a busy time next week. Busy time, because apparently all this stuff is coming out. My Hero, Naruto Shinobi Striker, and maybe Storm Connections. So we'll see. We also have the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, which I might just launch the Twitch with. Maybe watch that. See if you guys are down for it.
Viewership.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are getting a Xenoverse, not Xenoverse, Kakarot and Sparking Zero.
Yeah. Kakarot and Sparking
Battle
Zero.
Hour, so
True.
it's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Now that I'm like doing this solo, maybe it's something that I need to look into. Like, can I edit videos and make thumbnails live on Twitch? Because as soon as that shit comes out, I'm gonna need to go, or I just end stream, right? And go. And my baby, yes. Also, the baby is coming. The baby is releasing soon.
It's not being rolled back, though, man.
No rollback on the
Amazon
baby.
package.
No rollback on the baby. True. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next week. By the way, the last Jujutsu Kaisen video I'm making is coming out tomorrow, before the game releases. Bye.